Brodie Sutherland joins me now, CEO of Patriot Critical Minerals. Thank you so much for your time, Brodie. I see it's been a very exciting time for you actually managing to actually strengthen and confirm the largest tungsten resource in the US. Tell us about the significance of that and a little bit more about the project.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Sam. And I mean, very exciting time in the space. And for us, this is taking something that historically was known, had a ton of work completed on it, but really in the US, we've forgotten about the need of these metals, especially tungsten. And so we're very proud of the fact we've been able to update this resource, put it to today's standards in terms of compliance. This makes it the only SEC compliant tungsten resource in the United States. It's also the largest. And that's a great foundation for us to build off of as a company.
Okay, so over the years, obviously, with this sort of tit for tat and this recognition and this sort of wake-up call that the US obviously needs to address this issue and some of the export controls that we've seen China putting on, you know, we've had to sort of get across everything from germanium to gallium, etc. Talk to us about tungsten. I mean, what sort of role does it play in the supply chains? Obviously, critical, I mean, the word critical says it all, doesn't it? But for things like aerospace, you're talking about defense, EVs, electronics. Just give us a sense of why tungsten is so important.
Yeah, I mean, you've hit it. It's number 9 on the list from the US Geological Survey in terms of importance. There's a 100% probability that it will have a negative impact on GDP if we do not find and secure domestic supply of tungsten. And tungsten, it's used for a range of things. 80% is manufacturing. Everything you touch that's been manufactured has been formed by a tungsten carbide bit. It's because it's so hard. It's the best thing that we have for cutting and manufacturing materials. But 10% is the defense application. And this is the most important piece, is that we need this. This is the strongest alloy that we have for strengthening our tanks, our aircraft, so that they can take impact. It's also for ammunition, for missiles. All of these things, we need tungsten, and 83% was coming from China. They banned export in February. So we're seeing the supply dynamic being turned on its head, and now's the time to be driving these types of projects forward.
Right, so over 80% of this stuff is actually imported. So what's the goal here? I mean, is this in order for the US to be self-sufficient enough?
Absolutely. We have not produced any tungsten in a decade, and we look to change that with this project. And that's really the importance here. If we want to move away from reliance on other countries finding these types of minerals and producing them for us, we need to focus on what's at home. We have these assets on US soil. Ours is located in mine-friendly Nevada, Elko County. We need to be pushing these projects forward, and we think now's the time to be really driving the focus on these types of assets.
Okay, and just give me an idea of where you're sort of at in this process. Obviously, you've secured the resources now, obviously a big one. Where are you at in terms of, you know, the mining, the refining, etc.? I mean, how long is this all going to take?
Yeah, from here, it's about advancing the resource itself, upgrading our confidence in it, expanding it in size even further, even though it's already one of the biggest out there. And then from that, it's moving it through the motions of feasibility. What's the economics behind this? How to build a mine properly to support it? And then going through permitting to develop that mine. And that's what we're looking to do. We have the benefit, being a critical mineral, that there's the Fast 41 process that allows us to move through the permitting for a mine development quicker than what was done in the past. We're not looking to cut any corners, just going through the motions to get this to supply the American market as quick as possible.
So then it's great that obviously you're getting a head start, and this is a very big resource. But, you know, you mentioned that they introduced China, that is, export controls on tungsten in February. I'm just wondering, is there a fear of not having the access to this stuff if the stuff that you're looking to produce in the US is going to take some time?
It will take time. I mean, I think the fear out there is that the United States feels it's 10 to 15 years behind, and it needs to catch up to other countries like China on this front. There's no looking back from here. We need these metals. We'll need them for a very long time. It's about creating that domestic supply, strengthening the supply chain here, and making sure there's longevity to it. So it starts with projects like this. I don't think we're going back to the past reality of allowing China to supply all of our market needs. This is what we need going forward. We need to strengthen this at home, and we're looking to do that.
And as far as an investor takeaway here, you're looking to actually list as well, go public?
We are a private company today. We're raising capital privately. There's a Reg D open for accredited investors out there, but our intentions are to go public with this asset. We feel that right now is the right time to do that, to create additional shareholder value. And we see tremendous upside for ourselves as we continue to grow through that space.
Okay, we look forward to that. Just a bit of a cheeky question, though. Obviously, with a lot of attention now on the US government taking equity stakes to really secure what they see as strategically important, are you in conversations at all about that, looking to apply for some of that funding? Or, I mean, are you hearing anything within the industry about, who might be next? As, you do see investors very much trying to pick the next potential winner of the US government equity stakes here.
Absolutely. I mean, we've had initial conversations. Everything has been extremely positive. And what we're hearing is that, again, there's a need to catch up, to move these projects forward as quickly as possible. We think there's ample opportunity to not only capture funding, but also support through permitting and additional applications for supply chain strengthening. And that's exactly what we want to see as we grow in this space. I mean, we've seen tremendous growth with other companies over the last few months here, and we're just looking to take part of that as we grow as a company as well.
Awesome stuff, Brodie. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you, and just let us know what your plans are coming up next, and look forward to for chatting again. Brodie Sutherland, who is the CEO of Patriot Critical Minerals there.